This next practice technique, we're going to work on measure 7 and 8. And we're going to do 7 and 8 differently. So I'm just going to do measure 7, and then I'll come back and do measure 8. And then we'll do them together. And I'll do those as separate practice files so that this video is not a very long video. Quick note about measure 7 that I really want you to pay attention to. So as you practice, you don't separate into groups. So what you're not going for, this is a bad example, is it's too choppy. It's got to be very musical and all connected. So make for sure as you practice this, you're going for that smooth connected sound. A couple ways to practice it is to slur it, to flutter tongue through it. Here's what slurring it would be like. Or you could flutter tongue just the slurred parts. And doing some combination of those practice drills plus using a bobby pin and air patterns and other things we've talked about will hopefully help you get this measure really solid. This is one of the key measures in this piece. But what I want you to do is we're going to play through this as quarter notes up to tempo in measure 7, really articulating each of the notes so we can get the center of pitch for these notes. And then we're going to go back and we're going to do what I like to call like a cardio drill where we go slow, a little bit faster, slow, a little bit faster, slow, a little bit faster. We'll do it call and response style. And again, get creative with your practicing. This is measure 8 in this piece, and I want you to notice that there are triplets. So as opposed to doing straight eighth notes, we're going to work on our triplets and really keeping those in time. I feel like in this particular measure, you can really let the trumpet fanfare come out a bit more. Getting down to the A might be a challenge for you, and I want to introduce you to bending notes. So if I play that low A and I pretend like I'm going to go down a half step, but I don't move my fingers and just let my lips do the work and use more air, that's called bending a note. I wanted to encourage you as you do this practice drill to add a bend in at the end of each one. So it would sound a little bit like this. You could even start it with a bend, which would sound like this. Experiment a little bit and have a little bit of fun as you work on this particular measure.